Here we are. I think we are live. Hey everybody, it's Gavin Syme. Buenas tardes. We are down here in San Juan del Rio, Mexico, doing a little exploring. We just got a little pizza for the kids right over there on the corner, and then we went in here and got a little ice cream. And yeah, it's a bustling evening down here, and I just thought I'd go live. Hi Kyle, stay true, Eugene. Just show you guys more live from the streets of Mexico, and how bogus all the propaganda, King, Sarah, Kyle, how bogus all the propaganda is. Oh, here comes the cops. Here comes, is la policía, mujer. She's got things to do. She's not talking to me. Okay, so, let's walk over the square. Sandra just went to take Titus to the bathroom. A la baños. Okay, I got 3 and Sandra has 2. Okay, watch for cars. Okay, vamos.
So our baños is to the back.
There's the hot dog cart. The hot dog carts are very, I don't know, there's something romantic about a hot dog cart. However, fair warning, most of the hot dogs in Mexico are terrible. Beef hot dogs are not very common, and so it is what it is.
Costco hot dogs are still tasty.
Well, the imported hot dogs, it's not that the hot dogs necessarily don't agree with me. They're just kind of a mishmash of everything. You can't just go buy a beef hot dog. What else do we have around here? There's all kinds of things around the square. I don't know. Well, here's people dancing. Let's go check that out. Oh, there's Mama.
Mama!
There's Titus. Okay, let's go see. Looks like they're having a party in the square. You know, I tell you guys a lot. One of the things you see a lot in Mexico, particularly on a Sunday afternoon, but a lot of the time is... Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. Hola, bienvenidos. Yo me llamo Lupita.
¿Mande?
Yo me llamo Lupita, como la santísima Virgen, Lupita.
¿Tu nombre es Lupita?
Lupita.
Sí. ¿Taco?
Vale, que Dios le bendiga.
Buenas tardes. One of the things you'll see here is there's much more community interaction, which is a good thing. It brings about more attention to what's happening in your community. I mean, if you look in a town square down here, and you know, this isn't really a tourist town here. This is just a bustling industry town. And if you look over that way, you'll see the square is filled with people, with personas. And let's go to this square. So that's kind of main central square. And in a bigger town like this, there'll be kind of multiple squares. You'll see lots of people just selling their wares on a Sunday afternoon. And let's see what's going on down here. What? Looks like they're having a party. Look, it's all the old folks. Look at that guy's got moves. Dudes, come on. You ain't messing around, guys. Look at those two. Get a clip of this on your phone for later, please. So this is just what you'll see going on in the public square. Woo! In the evening. Let's walk around. Let's walk around back. So you'll see lots of things. You'll see people eating, you'll see people dancing, and you'll see teenagers making out, and sometimes not teenagers too. There's always plenty of those in the square. There they go again. They're singing. You're recording? They're dancing in the public square because here it's legal to have fun. Okay, let's go this way.
We go to the other square.
Oh, the other square? We can go to the other square for a minute. Let's walk to the other square. The main square. Look at even that little guy there's dancing. Hey Titus, you want to dance? You want to go dance with him? Want to go dance with those kids over there?
Dance with me?
It's okay. Come on. You gonna dance with Mama? Not right now. This isn't the right tempo really to flip you by, and I got a camera on my shoulder, so it wouldn't be very easy right now. Okay, let's keep walking. See what else we got here in Centro de San Juan del Rio. Oh no, there's whatever shall we do? In the USA, we'd have to have a protest because there was a cross in the public square. It's just nice here, guys, that it's just nice that things are much more laid back and not everybody's a psycho. And if you do have an encounter with the government, they're going to be far more polite than pretty much any police officer you can find in the United States. Let's walk over to the main square, which looks like it's booming tonight. Now, the main square, hang on a second, got to cross. The street's pretty busy. It's bustling down here tonight. Hang on, let's wait.
I bet try this.
Gracias. One thing, the way it works, so in the United States, I mean, we have parks and all that kind of thing, and that's nice, but the culture of a town square where everybody gathers and they protest or they preach or they have political functions or they just go to hang out and actually talk to each other instead of staying at home. We don't see this level of social interaction. You wouldn't see this in the States except for on like a festival weekend, right? It will be a special event. Whereas here, this is pretty much every weekend in a town square, right? To varying degrees, depending on how large the town is. The town square will usually be part of the main cathedral in town, right? So the old cathedral, because that's what the towns were kind of built around, most of them, when they were made or when they were colonized by Spain. Some of them, that would be kind of the central hub. And I think they were trying to kind of keep people in one place when the Spanish were in control down here, and the people of Mexico just kind of ignored them and did what they wanted anyhow most of the time. But okay, watch it. Careful, guys. This way. Okay, so this was main town square. Now this is actually a quiet evening in the town square, and you gotta kind of be down here to really appreciate how organic and social people are down here. They just come and hang out in the town square. And what's weird is, you know, guys, even in the US, when we have like a festival, a music festival or something like that, the sociability isn't the same, and it's very different. It's hard to define. People are actually interacting. Look at all those bubbles.
Can we get one?
Can you get one?
A lot of bubbles.
I don't know. Are they selling them? Is that what they're doing? How much are they?
I don't know.
Why don't you go ask? So let's see. We haven't found tacos yet, but I did just have pizza, and I'm sure there's tacos nearby. But you know what? I'll get tacos later. It's okay. 35.
Yeah.
Okay, hold my phone.
Okay.
Go show them go show them the bubble machine.
Ooh, the bubbles. The bubbles are visible.
Okay, get one. You guys gotta share it though, okay?
Okay.
Bubbles everywhere. Bubbles everywhere. You gonna get the blow one? The one that you blow on? That's the one? Okay, let's walk over while they do that. I'm gonna see what they're doing over here, guys. I wanna keep you moving for you. They're doing some kind of, they just have events all the time. They're always having a party, all right? You have to understand that about Mexico. This looks like a show of some kind, like a clown. This looks like a kid's show is what it is. It's like a clown doing a kid's show or a magic show. Not now, at home.
Bueno, los niños pasan a su lugar, la abuelita se queda, la abuelita ganadora se lleva el premio, ¿ok? Muy bien, pasen a su lugar. Abuelita, acomódense rápido por estaturas de estas tres abuelitas. Vamos a ver quién es la ganadora rápido.
What?
You opened it.
In the van, okay? Wait, in la camioneta. Okay, let's walk. Go see Will Cyrus. You should be carrying that pizza for your mama because she's got Swan. Okay? Or Asher, but you enlist their help. Okay, so got a little show going on there. And here's the thing, guys. Thanks, guys. I see your comments in there. I'm just trying to keep moving here so I can show you some different things. This is looking good. Okay, so as we walk through the square here, and you'll see that, you know, this is kind of just where people hang out and chill. Even the small towns oftentimes have a very nice town square. And this is a larger town. This is a town of about, I'm gonna say 300,000 people. We did some exploring on the Truth Van today. I'll probably post a video of that later this week. We went to some of the little country towns out in the farmlands and stuff like that, and just kind of poked around, got the van a little dirty, and it's good. It's good. It's good to see people just being people, right? Okay, I think we gotta walk allá por la camioneta. Oh, señor, lo siento. Uno más por tú. Making a mess. I'm not actually sure if I ran into him or if he ran into me, but I spilled half of his papas and ketchup all over the ground. So I don't think he was very happy, but I bought him a new one just to make sure we're covered, because if it was my fault in the accident, then the insurance called my pocket will pay for it, all right? So let's just look here, see, it's like a clown or something up here. They're liking it, whatever it is.
Está empatado, ¿verdad? ¿Les damos 1,000 pesos a cada quien? Pasen para tener ustedes metiche. La primera que me dio una palmada en la mano rápido pierde. Fácil, ¿eh? Si yo digo salta para adelante, salta para adelante. Si digo salta para atrás, salta para atrás. La que se equivoque sale del juego, ¿ok? Salta para adelante.
Looks like they're doing, they're trying to dance.
Para adelante, para atrás, para atrás.
What's funny is, you guys ready? Shall we walk? The camioneta is allá. What's funny is, this is the kind of stuff you'd see like at your county fair, right? And that kind of stuff. And what strikes me is, it's just what they do every weekend in Mako.
Hey, if you were to get to the county fair, you would have to pay a bunch of money.
Well, yeah, that you can come here for free too, but it's neat. I think what it is, you know, everybody's human everywhere, right? It's important to remember that. But also, let's see, let's cross this way first, because there's not as many cars that way. Ty, do you want me to hold your hand? Also, there are we've gotten so washed down with being hostile toward one another, hating our neighbor, whether they be the immigrant or the person from the church that we don't like. We've gotten so washed down with staying at home and just watching video games, or watching TV, and it's taken away so much of our humanity, I think, and that always strikes me, because there's so much less interaction with each other, right? And so many of the things you saw here in this video today, if you just went to your city park and did what people are doing here, you would be fined or arrested. There's hamburguesas. Looks like some kind of a pastry that he's making there. I mean, just vendors on the street, guys. They just set up their stuff and off they go. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like maybe his car broke down, and that it's missing a lot of the front end. But hey, we just drive him that way. That car doesn't even have. They might have stopped him because there's no front end on his headlights or anything. I don't know, or if they're trying to help get his car going. I'm not sure what they're doing. But it's very different when you have an encounter with the police here. Generally, they're okay. I've never had one even be remotely hostile like they are in the USA. All right, it's completely different. So it's not that they don't ever harass and collect, because there's places that have that going still. But they're not going to point a gun at your head and freak out, right? Like you're some kind of a terrorist every time you ask a question. So, you know, I could stand there. I will still always turn the camera on, right? That's good policy. But also, sometimes I'll just watch and see. In the States, all the time, I would stop and I would just observe, because I'm like, I never know when this cop's gonna lose his cool and fly off the handle and try to murder somebody, right? So I would stop and just observe. Here, I'll stop and see what's going on, but generally, I will just move on shortly after, because I'll realize that nothing's going on. Half the time, I can't tell if people are pulled over or if the cop is actually stopping to help them, and it's just a different kind of demeanor. When I saw this kind of demeanor, and in fact, the other night I was riding on my bike and I'm cruising down the road, and there's a cop, right? And he got somebody pulled over, and the car's kind of lights are off, and I saw him I looked back and I saw him putting something in the back of the car. I thought he had arrested the guy, and so I'm like, oh, maybe I better watch and see. And then I'm standing there for a minute, and I ride my bike by, and the car's sitting there for a minute, and they're back at their car, and the guy in his truck, he just gets out and goes back and leans and gets their car, right? He wasn't arrested, he was just sitting in this car. But just the difference, right? It's totally normal here to hop out of your car if you get pulled over. In fact, it's a matter of basically a right, like not to have to look up at a cop, right? I don't mean a right like codified, I mean culturally, you don't have to. You know, sitting in your car looking up at another man is like putting yourself in submission a little bit. Now, people will stay in their cars. It's not like it's a big deal, but if it's very common to see a group of men and they get pulled over by a cop, and they will be out of their car, standing toe to toe with them, just having a conversation. Okay, and so yeah, we see a lot of people when I do videos like this that show what a lie the propaganda is. That I show what a lie all of the propaganda, you know, we have to protect ourselves from the immigrant. We have to build a wall. It's nonsense. It's stupido. It's ridiculous. So the only thing a wall is going to be for is to keep you in. There's the smallest McDonald's ever, right there. It's backwards here. Let me turn the camera. Okay, McPostres. It actually is McDonald's though. It's a McDonald's that only serves ice cream and treats. That's all they serve there. It's just like a little. Go out, guys. It's like a little 10 by 10 square, and they just serve ice cream. So I don't know if we have those in the USA or not. I've never seen one personally. It's possible. It's possible. But probably not, because the overhead and the permits and everything would be so much that it wouldn't be worth it. So, okay, guys, keep moving. Keep moving.
Daddy,
What?
coming?
I'm coming. I'm just showing people around. There's down the side streets. Now we're getting away from Centro, and it's getting a little more, little calmer. You'll notice, though, you know, the people that are always peddling the propaganda, America's better, we have more rights, the patriot and fake 3% community that's like, oh, we should abuse the Mexican, they should have to have papers to travel, these people that openly oppose the Constitution and human rights, they're always looking for something negative, right? And you can find negative things. There's bad things that happen here. It's just ironic because here they make a story out of every negative thing they can. Western media does, so that we can spread propaganda. Whereas in the States, I mean, literally almost every encounter with a police officer is negative in some way, right? But that's not a story, because we're supposed to believe in the lie that we're free, and we're not free. And so once you recognize that you're not free and are willing to admit it and stop pretending to yourself, that changes everything. because now you can begin to stand up, you can begin to resist, you can begin to say, okay, what are my options? Once you realize that the USA is not only not the freest, it's one of the most enslaved, okay? And so as you look around, you'll see people walking, you'll see little kids like that, just walking along, cruising around, doing their thing. And people just having a good time. You'll see the pharmacy and the ad for, I'm guessing, maybe condoms? I don't know. Okay, let me walk. What else? This is San Juan del Rio, Mexico, and as we walk along here, we'll see a lot more. We'll see the shops. It's starting to get late now. They had chickens roasting in the rotisserie there earlier. And down here is the Mercado, which is like a big central, almost like a swap meet, but you can buy everything from phone parts to well, it's an open market. So you can buy everything from phone parts to raw beef, right? And the Mercado is pretty much closed now, but there's the tortilleria, and you walk inside. It's a big building, and you can see there's an open door. You can kind of see how it goes way back in there, and there's all these little stalls, basically like 10 by 10 stalls, and it's just open. And this is where you go to shop, right? I mean, you can go to grocery stores and hardware stores and all that as well, but these Mercados are a neat place because they have everything from raw food to cooked food to phone parts to car parts. I mean, people selling all kinds of stuff in the Mercado.
Yes.
Okay, so, yes?
Remember that one time on the paragliding hill there was a police officer harassing people and I harassed him?
Well, more like you just questioned him. Yeah, that video's here on the channel of you and the cop in Utah. That was a pretty good video. Okay, guys, so look at this deep painting on the Mercado. You guys should have seen, I was down in the square, you should have heard this woman that was singing. She sang beautifully. I actually did a little video of it, and I'll try and put it in my vlog this week. But anyways, that's about the end. The van is right down here around the corner, so I'm going to wrap up because it's getting dark. Thank you guys for joining us this evening on the little tour down here in San Juan del Rio, live on the streets, proving once again that the propaganda is wrong. You're not freer in the USA, and here, well, it's better. Life's better. Quickly, vamos! In Mexico, overall. But for people talking about, you know, what about living here? What about moving here? There's a video on this channel that we did. So look in the Real Mexico category here on the channel, and there's a video about you know, how it works to come here. And it's about an hour-long video. We go into a lot of details, and it's pretty informative. But yeah, if you're looking at retiring or something here, it's interesting because if somebody has a retirement pension and they're saying, you know, maybe getting $1,500, $2,000 a month, in the States, that's nothing, right? But down here, you can come and retire on that and live good in Mexico. So it's nice. It is about, I'm gonna say it's been cooler this weekend, but it's still probably 70 degrees right now. And we just kind of spent the afternoon exploring, and here we are back at the Truth van. So we're gonna load up in the van. If you guys enjoy these, if you enjoy our vlogs, check out the latest vlogs, the Exile Show right here on this channel. And if you enjoy these, head over and support us on the Patreon. Get extra perks like the exclusive live stream and Q&A sessions just for Patreon supporters. Patreon, patreon.com/GavinSime. What Patreon is if you like what we do here, you can just pitch in like $1 a month and support the channel. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more of these videos from the streets, we'll do them. I don't want to overload the channel with longer videos, but if you guys are liking it, then it's great. Okay guys, you have a good night. Be peace.